By and by, when the morning comes, and the saints of God, all of them gather at home, we're gonna tell a story of how we overcome, and we will understand it better by and by.
Should I be giving it to? What's up with that dude? Who's flexing and collecting like ooh, yeah, I'll do whatever you want to do, boo. Baby, give me nothing like blue. It's magical what you do.
Y'all know I like to switch it up. And I also love to keep people guessing because, again, it is my nature to refuse to be put into a box. And I would love to see more of us starting to think outside of the box, not only when it comes to the nature of reality, but when we are interacting with one another. I know that the conditioning is really, really challenging to break, but what I'm finding is that if we can break the majority of the conditioning, we truly expand our consciousness. It's kind of trickle over in more ways than one. So I wanted to take this particular moment to talk about why we have such an obsession with celebrities. Why do we care so much about celebrities? If we were to look at social media, the celebrity world practically rules it because most people are on social media if they're not looking to hook up or date or what have you, or gossip. But still, it all kind of ties into the obsession with celebrity because, believe it or not, many people are drawn to and attracted to certain celebrities because in their own world and in their own mind, they truly believe that they will marry that person or that person will be available for them to date. I never got that. Someone such as Justin Bieber, for instance, there are millions of little girls, young women, who truly believes that that person is going to be a boyfriend or husband. And they really believe it. That's what drives them to want to support him, want to watch his every move. There are a lot of people who put more time and attention in focusing on and worshiping other people, these celebrities who are just like everybody else. The only difference is they're put on a worldwide stage and propped up with a bunch of smoke and mirrors and teams of people to make them look flashy, fancy. Yet many of them have talent, but so does everyone else. May not be the same as what they have, but we all have a talent. We are all stars. Although some may say we are fallen stars, but we are all stars in our own right. So I am questioning and asking us all to stop and think and ask ourselves, why are we so obsessed with celebrities? Why do we want to idolize and worship celebrities? Now, I've been looking at this particular phenomenon, if that's what you want to call it, or way of thinking for a long time, and I have my own opinions about it, and I'm going to share them. And it's all coming back to what I've been talking about all along, and that is not truly understanding one's value, lack of self-love, lack of belief in oneself, the amnesic barrier that makes us forget that we are all equal. However, being in the matrix and the conditioning, from my perspective, many of us have internalized a great level of unworthiness. Now, again, I'm not saying this is true for everyone who follows and more obsessed with celebrities than they are taking care of their own selves and their own lives, and dealing with the political landscape. Those things that really will affect us all. I'm not saying that this is true for all, but generally speaking, based on what I observe, I think that the reason why so many of us are so obsessed with celebrities is because we are projecting, or we are kind of looking for that person who has been put on a worldwide stage and given the title, given the accolades, the so-called wealth, the money, and the power, the access, the influence, and we connect with them in a way that makes us live vicariously through them. And in an interesting way, we are denying and not developing our own authentic selves when we do this. When we put these celebrities on a pedestal, and when we push so hard to be like them, dress like them. So if we are putting so much time, focus, and energy on celebrities who more than often aren't really what you see on the main stage, because when it's all said and done, the majority of them are there to make money. And to make money, they will sing, perform, write, and prop up an image that will appeal to as many of their fans or their supporters as possible. And so we have a society who is obsessed with this illusion, worshiping this illusion, and trying to vicariously live through that illusion. Now, if we were to really stop and think of the implications of this, I think that we would really better understand why so many of us are still struggling with self-esteem issues. So why so many of us don't know who we are, don't know what's really going on in this world, let alone any other realms or dimensions. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with having great honor and respect and loving a particular artist. Everyone knows I am a huge fan of Michael Jackson. I think if I had ever had a chance to meet him, I would treat him with the same level of kindness and respect as I would you or anyone else. I don't make the distinction just because someone has more money or more status or more power, or because they're on television. I don't make the distinction. And even when I wasn't where I am now, when I was still dealing with self-esteem issues or what have you, I didn't get what the obsession and the craze was with celebrities. I just didn't get it. And I guess, again, it was that part of me that just never quite got with anything that the masses was generally obsessed with or following or into. Hey, it is what it is. But when celebrities are exposed before the world and their vulnerabilities are exposed, or the image, the persona that many of us emulate and worship and idolize is exposed as being something other than, the brutalness and the level of cruelty that's projected towards many of these brothers and sisters, which they are, is so hurtful. I see the very ugly negative comments that people make about celebrities. And it's almost as if people expect them to be perfect and to never make mistakes. Why? Because in my opinion, many of us make them supermen and women, and they are not. They have a human life, they have frailties, they have challenges, they have issues, just like everyone else. Probably more so than many of us who don't have all of that, what we think would make us feel whole and great and really someone in this particular world. So, yeah, I'm just provoking thought here, as I always do. If we are someone who is obsessed with a public figure or a celebrity, I'm challenging you right now to stop and ask yourself, why is this so? And how is obsessing and following and idolizing someone who is equal to you going to make you a better person? How's that going to make you a conscious person? How's that going to make you an informed person in this world alone, let alone the others? And I think if we were to get true and real with ourselves, we'll know that the answer is no way, no how. So why not look in the mirror and celebrate the person that you are